What's up, fam? It's your girl Stephanie, aka Whitney Houston. Stop by. Alright, let's pull some cards and see what messages come out. Divine forces of unconditional love, like peace, wealth, health, prosperity, and everything good, lovely, and wonderful. What does the collective need to know for their highest good at this tis naive? Okay? Please bring clear and accurate messages. Thank you. Thank you. Mojuba. Mojuba. Ori. Okay? So not into you anymore. This could be your energy towards someone, or it could be someone's energy towards you. It has move on the bottom of the deck. This could be what you're saying to somebody. You gotta scream it to them because they are obsessed with you. Why? It says connecting passionately. You guys may have connected passionately, and that's why there's been probably this back and forth of the chaser and the runner. But I honestly feel for the most part, you may have been chasing and the other person been running. There's been little short spurts where the person may have chased you, but it was mainly you doing the running. But I feel like you have activated a no chase contract with this person now, and it's done. Okay? It says people know after meeting you there's going to be some big changes, okay? And I feel like this is what has this person running away. This is why this person may have ran away, because you are someone that connects passionately, okay? You connect passionately to people, and people know after meeting you there's going to be big changes. If they stay around you, and even if they don't stay around you, if they just are in your orbit, there's something about your light that activates or triggers something in people. So they're gonna experience some sort of change. Okay, it says respect the integrity of the inner voice and heed its guidance. The effect is a transformative one. Okay, this is what people see in you. And this is coming out directly underneath connecting passionately. Okay, you are connecting passionately to yourself. That's why you're not into these people, these external people anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're focusing on yourself at this time. You know, because so many people that are in your personal circle can't handle your light. They don't want to make the big changes. They're content where they are. Their ego is refusing to allow them to grow because of possible hurt and heartbreak that they've experienced in the past. Period. What no longer honors is over. Okay? What no longer honors you is over. You're not into that shit anymore. That's not your story anymore. Okay? You may have stayed in situations because your inner child feared abandonment. But you realize that your home is in divinity, not in anything, any person, place, or thing in the physical. But your home is in divinity. You know you're not alone. Like, again, you may have been afraid to walk away from this person because there was some sort of codependency perhaps that was there. And you felt like you needed them. You felt like they were that safety net that if you fall you can call onto them. But Spirit is saying you need to stop depending so much on physical beings, people, places, or things to be your safety net, and find your home in divinity, because the divine will never let you down. Okay, so these people that you may have to leave behind, you may begin to see relationships with certain people become more difficult. You know, they're harder to get along with. It's harder to, even not be cordial, but it's like just the conversations, it just feels lackluster, especially compared to how it was before. Because you're someone that connects passionately. But the thing is, you can't connect with this person because they are refusing to grow. You know? They don't respect the integrity of their inner voice. They don't heed the guidance of their inner voice. They allow the pain that their inner child experienced to keep them from fully recognizing who they could be, you know, and they're afraid to transform. But the very last card that I pulled out here says connect to the most truest, most enlightened version of yourself. And that's what you're trying to do. And you can't do that when you got people that are attached to you that refuse to grow and are stagnant. You can't stay in community with people who are stagnant. Spirit wants you to know that you have been connecting passionately to the divine. And as like I was saying before, I don't know if it was in this read or the previous read, but you may have developed a routine that you do where you say all you got. I think it was in the previous read, so make sure you check that out. You have armed yourself with prayers. You may have, again, a divine rising routine, maybe a divine setting routine, as in, you know, right before you go to sleep. You may have a routine that you do. I know I have one in the morning, and I feel like I can repeat the same one at night, or I may need to develop one for at night, but I just never really know when I'm gonna fall asleep. But you have connected to the truest, most enlightened. You are connecting to the truest, most enlightened version of yourself. Remember, we pulled the connecting passionately. Okay. And you being in this high vibing energy, you got some people that they're like, they're not into you anymore. You've become unattractive to them because as someone that vibes high, they can't manipulate you anymore. You know, they're either gonna have to grow, change, and appreciate you fully, or it's nothing. They're gonna stay at a surface level. Bottom of the deck, it says you have all access. Okay? You have been connecting passionately to your truest, most enlightened version of yourself, which has allowed you to have all access. Okay? To call on any energy at any time to protect, guide, bring you rest, help you recharge, etc. Okay? Says bottom of the deck, the dimensional golden gateway. I think that is from the Metatron deck. And also look at here, Spirit is saying you do not need their validation no longer brainwashes you. Didn't I just say they can't manipulate you anymore? That's why they're not into you anymore. You're too fucking powerful. And now they want to, now it's your fault. Like, how dare you grow? How dare you outsmart me? Okay, their validation no longer brainwashes you to people please. You don't need their validation anymore. You like, fuck it. You know, you want to play these games? I don't. So, sayonara. Good day, sir, ma'am, boy, girl, cat, dog. Good day. What no longer honors me is over. I'm not sticking around for the bullshit. Okay? So, calming. is the mudra that we have here. This assists with stillness, support, and balance. So Spirit says, I got you. And remember, we also have the rest and recharge. So I feel like this is what you need to call on your guides for at this time, because you have all access pass to call on inner energy at any time to protect, guide you, to bring rest, to help you recharge. And this calming energy, and it is the number 11. We just went through the 1111 portal. You know, there's a lot of transformative energy, right? Your inner voice may be on fleek right now. So make sure that you heed its guidance, because if you do, the effect will be a transformative one. So your energies may be all over the place. You may not understand what the fuck, okay? But do this mudra. Spiritual truth was the mudra for the last reading. So this, again, helps with stillness, support, and balance. The benefits, it reduces anxiety, supports muscular skeletal system, activates mental and physical restoration, cultivates mental and physical restoration. The instructions: open hands wide, tuck the thumbs in the center of the palms, curl the fingers loosely around the thumbs, making soft fists with both hands. Rest hands palm down on thighs, lengthen spine, and breathe. Caution, because this can lower your blood pressure, so make sure you're good in that area. And the focus is, I rest in the calm of inner balance and support. I rest in the calm of inner balance and support. I rest in the calm of inner balance and support. And remember, respect the integrity of the inner voice, the inner balance, right? And heed its guidance. The effect is a transformative one. So I feel like this calming stillness energy is what we need to embody at this time. All access, call on any energy you need, or you feel is attributed to rest and recharge. I feel like that's more of the energy that is prevalent here. This rest energy will protect you, and I do feel like you are being guided to rest and recharge at this time. Again, this is crazy. It's a lot of energy that can cause anxiety at this time, especially when you're walking away from someone that you may have connected passionately with at one point, but you have a you're at a bittersweet crossroads where you have to walk away from someone that you love dearly. It's painful as fuck. When you think about it, there's just tears just waiting in your muscles. And just one little simple thought about, this person and how things aren't unfolding in the way that you had hoped they would, that the tears just well up, and you need to let them flow. You need to let yourself feel the emotion and let it exist, but don't feed it. Let it rear its ugly head, but don't give it any attention. All right? And eventually it's going to get tired. It's going to tire itself out. But you have to let yourself rest in it. Don't try to resist it. Just allow it to be, but ignore it. Or if you just need the tears to flow, let it flow. And ignore it. Then ignore it. But we have the focus card, and that was on the bottom of the deck. This assists with self-healing, balance, and focus. So we have balance on both of the cards. Transformative. This is a lot of energy that may cause some anxiety. It says the benefits is supports and balance. So support was in the previous mudra card as well. Support and balances right and left sides of the brain, activates body's self-healing ability, improves concentration and memory retention. Okay, this embodies all of the elements: earth, water, wind, and fire. The instructions: join the tips of all 10 fingers together, hollow the palms, and allow there to be space between the fingers as if you were holding a globe. The affirmation: I align with nature and receive balanced focus on all levels. And I'm telling y'all, I went to the park earlier today and I got nature behind me. Went to the park earlier today. It's been a very long time since I've been to the park. But you just wouldn't, I can't even believe how refreshed I feel. I feel so fucking amazing. Okay, literally just got back in, ate. Now I feel like I'm ready for a nap. But remember, rest and recharge. I got a lot of rest and recharge, even at the park, because Mother Gaia was transmuting that bullshit, pulling the energy. I was in front of a huge lake, so it was just beautiful to see the water, see the boats just kind of floating on the water, me doing my little thing, little yoga, all of the things. Just a beautiful time. But the affirmation again: I align with nature and receive balanced focus on all levels. I align with nature and receive balanced focus on all levels. I align with nature and receive balanced focus on all levels. Okay? So you can do this. Imagine yourself, if you can't get into nature, imagine yourself in nature. Okay? We got a good picture right here that could be your template in your mind. Okay? Take a mental screenshot and allow yourself to meditate while doing those mudras, especially the focus one. And just remain in a light energy, because I'm seeing this lightness card here. Okay. I'm not going to read it because I wasn't supposed to really look at that. But, I'm seeing fearlessness, the sacral chakra, spaciousness, air element, earth element, expansion, all of the things. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. Hope they helped in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Love you all. And until next time.